We get the words.
Howdy.
Vaughn, when you lose someone like Chris Harris, I know it's incumbent upon the next man up, but how does the defense kind of gather together to pull in that kind of slack?
Man, it's tough. It's tough. You know, it's cliche that whenever, a guy goes down, you say, man, next man up. But Chris, he's a tough spot to fill. Luckily we got a lot of young guys that's ready to play. Isaac, B-Lang, and we're pretty deep in the secondary, so we got a lot of guys that's ready to go, and they've been ready to go for a long time. So I'm excited for those guys. Chris is gonna be Chris, but I'm excited for these guys to prove what they can do.
What does it mean to you to win the Walter Payton Award?
Man, it is a incredible achievement. It's really like it's really still like a dream. I remember in 2011 when I just had ideas of starting something. Working behind Tim Tebow and seeing all the great stuff that he did, and I was sitting down signing autographs, and I told my agent at the time, I was like, hey, I want to. It took me about a year. I was sitting down with my agent signing autographs, and I was like, hey, I want to do Vaughn's vision. He's like, what's Vaughn's vision? And I was like, to give back contacts, LASIK surgery, eye exams, pretty much anything to do with eyes back to underprivileged kids. And you fast forward to 2018 and you see all the great stuff that my team has been able to do with Vaughn's vision. It's really a true blessing. Never in a million years that, I think it would be, this big. I always had dreams of helping, 1 or 2 kids, but, to raise all the money that we had and to help over, 6,300 kids has been a true blessing. And I couldn't even imagine it being so dope. So it's been an incredible journey to this point, and we still got a long way to go. I've been blessed to be with the Denver Broncos as well. We had a lot of great leaders that have set the standard for me. I know I talk about examples from Peyton Manning and Tim Tebow and all those guys, but that's true. Those guys really started it, and I don't know how many organizations that have had those type of people, come through the organization like we've had, from Tim Tebow to Chris Harris to Wesley Woodyard to Peyton Manning to Champ Bailey to Domital Pecco to all the great guys DeMarcus were. So it's been a true blessing to be here 8 years, and it's been a true blessing to receive the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee.
Can you reflect where you were 5 years ago? Just reflect, when you get an award like this, maybe reflect again about where you were and how you turned it around to now. Was there a key to it?
I guess the key is just to take it one day at a time. That's what I did in 2013 whenever I was going through all the adversity I was going through. Honestly, I didn't even take it one day at a time. You got to take it like 6 hours at a time. And you just, you chip off 6 hours at a time, chip off 6 hours at a time, and you string this day together, and then you string this day, and you string this week, and then this month, and before you know it, you're here. And that's the same mentality I have now. Just take it one day at a time, 6 hours at a time, and see where I can go.
Vaughn, you talk about being there. What was it like to have them deliver the news to you?
Man, it was incredible. I was lied to, Patrick and, Eric, they did a pretty good job of lying to me. I thought I was going over there to talk about my 100th sack and, all this other stuff. And they were kind of rushing me over. It's like, man, you got to hurry up and get over here, get over here. And I'm wondering, like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? I had food in my hand. I was eating lunch. I was walking over. I was talking to you, Pat. We was talking about something. I was talking about 100th sack, and right when you walk in, you got Peyton Manning there, sitting with his hands in his pocket. It was incredible. Everybody knows how much I love Peyton and what he means to me, and to have him along with my family there to surprise me, it was incredible. It's really been a highlight of the year.
You mentioned Yadam as a guy who's got to step in with Chris going down. Observation of his maturity and development as a rookie?
He's been developing at the same pace that Cortland Sutton has. They go against each other every single day since I can remember in OTAs. I remember 14 catching the ball, and I remember 41 defending them every single time. So his growth has been right there with Cortland's, and we all see what Cortland has done on the field. So Isaac is ready to go. He's been in and out the game. And he's been in and out the game in spurts, and he's been doing a great job here at practice, and I'm excited for him. He's a big-time corner in college, and he'll be a big-time corner in the league. So I'm excited for him. I'm excited for all the young guys to get in there and play.
Levi's Stadium always going to be special to you?
Yeah, it is. It's always gonna be special. It's crazy, Mike. I feel like he's just in my head when it comes to questions. Levi Stadium is a great place. Of course, the Super Bowl that we won there. And if you go back a little bit further than that, we actually won the first game there. We won the very first game that was played there. Not only Levi Stadium, but San Francisco has always been great for us. I train in San Francisco. We've only lost 2 games in San Francisco my whole entire career. So it's a beautiful city, and it can mean a lot for us this week. We got a lot of guys that's close to some records. We got Chubb that all it needs a couple of more sacks, and all I need is a couple of more sacks, and we can do that in San Francisco. So hopefully San Francisco remains special for us, and it'll be a great weekend for us.
Vaughn, how gratifying is it that guys have continued to grind, and those near misses now are turning into wins? And what is it doing for the overall confidence level of this football team and the expectations?
We've been through so much adversity, and we've been tried and tested through so much stuff early in the season. So now when we win some games, it's just like, okay, 1-0, let's keep going. We won this game, let's go to the next one. I can see if we had if we were just receiving we were just getting some success as a team, but we had a little bit of success at the beginning of the season, and we went through that drought of not winning games, and here we are now. So we are a tried and tested team, and I feel like we're a humble team. We're not going to let a win over Cincinnati or any other teams really take us out of our element. So just taking it 1-0. We got a lot of humble guys in the locker room. Keep our head down and just taking one game at a time.
You've talked about how much Elvis DeMarcus helped shape you early in his career. Now, as the man of the year for the Broncos, what does it mean to have that kind of influence on Bradley and Shane and the younger guys in the locker room?
Man, it's incredible. I still, this is my 8th year, but I still feel like a rookie. I still feel good. I still feel ready to go. DeMarcus is still coming in. We still got I still feel like a young guy, but for them to see me and DeMarcus is dope. I've been with Shane his whole career and Shaq as well. So to have those young guys along with Chubb, to be able to see some of the same stuff I'm seeing, it's incredible. I'm living it along with those guys.
Vaughn, at what point in your life did you realize you were going to have this platform to impact people outside of football?
I didn't. I didn't. I mean, never in a million years did I think. I'd be sitting in front of you guys, talking to you guys about, Walter Payton nominee and reflecting on Super Bowl 50 and, all this incredible stuff. So, I just try to stay in the moment, and it's a really dope moment where we're at right now, and I'm just trying to take it all in. It's definitely amazing.
When you're getting sacks and takeaways, does it kind of change the mentality of the defense? It feels like there's an aggression out there and a confidence that reminds us maybe of the past a little bit when you're able to take the ball away.
I don't want to go back into the past so much. Talking about 2013 and Walter Payton and all this stuff. But the football team we are today it's a different football team than what we had before. We don't have 18, we don't have 94, we don't have 24. It's a different team. We got guys like 55 stepping up and 41 and 30. We got all these young guys coming up. So it's a different team with a different complexion, but it's the same Broncos organization. It's the same organization that we've all been accustomed to, and we just got to win games and let everybody else figure that stuff out.
Pretty rare for a punter to get a game ball with Colby Waldman in the past couple weeks. As a defensive player, to see him flip the field like that, how huge is that for you guys?
Yeah, that's my friend. That's my friend. I love Kobe. And, when he was here in OTAs, and we had Marquette, he was just quiet and, did his thing. And, Marquette, they go Marquette, and they brought him back in. He was the same way. And that's kind of like all the guys that we got in the locker room. We just try to go out there and work and get our job done. And Kobe has been no different. Since day one, he's been the same. And that's all you can really ask out of your teammates.
Okay, time for a couple more, guys.
Losing Chris and Emmanuel, for you who've been on the team with these guys for so long, what do you think it's going to be like on Sunday going out there and not having those two guys by your side?
Man, tell me about it. I'm still trying to get over the 88 trade. Now we got 10 and 25. It's different. It's really different. But it's the pros. And I hate to say it. It's the pros. It's part of the game. But it is. You just gotta take it one day at a time. Take it 6 hours at a time, and see where you get it. It'd definitely be weird, but it's also exciting to be a part of so many young guys' careers. It's dope. It's exciting and it's strange at the same time.
All right. Thanks,
Appreciate you.